All right, here's a challenge for you. How do you decorate a bookshelf? Maybe you faced it. I mean, you have a few items. Maybe it's a family memento, a picture, a couple of things you bought on sale. Well, how do you piece it together so it looks great and it makes your house more like a home? Watch this video to the end and you'll be able to accessorize with confidence. Hey everybody, I'm Mike from Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Maybe you've been there and it can be challenging. How do you accessorize a bookshelf? You pick up a few sale items, maybe you have a few family mementos, and how do you piece that all together? Well, we are going to, in this video, show you how to do it, to follow some basic principles so you can piece it all together and further make your house a home. And for that, we need an expert. So let's welcome in Trish. She is one of the best. When you walk the Acworth store here at Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet, it's your designs that we see that, again, make the house a home. So good to see you. So the bookshelf, it can be intimidating for people.
It can.
We have the basics here. Tell us about some principles to follow.
So a lot of times people buy accessories. They're easy to buy. They're a smaller dollar figure. So people pick them up and they realize they don't know what to do with them after they get them home. You have 3 different styles. You like them in the store. You don't know how to arrange them on your bookshelves. So this is what we're trying to teach you, is go with a couple theories. The first is a triangle figure. So if you take and put small to the top, big to the bottom, always, and work in threes. Those are the key factors. So triangle theory means you take and put your light colors at the top, and then you're gonna see how we have 3 black pots. So the black pot's here, and you're making a triangle. So your eye's going in a triangle motion. So in other words, all your dark stuff's not on one side, all your light stuff's on the other side. It's all whited up on the shelving. You want to see the shelves. Less is best. You don't want a lot of accessories. You want to accent your bookshelves. It's called accent, not clutter them up and fill them up. That's in the old days when we were doing a lot of books in your office. This is your living room, it's your bedroom and dining room, wherever you're putting your bookshelves. You want less is best. You're accenting your pieces. So a lot of times people will have antique pieces or pieces that were heirlooms. The best idea you can do is to put them in front of you, put all of them out, and pick out certain things that you like. So if you have like 20 angels, pick out 4 of your favorite angels, and then you would place them in your bookshelves. You don't need to use all 20 to give you the impact and give the feeling that you're just overwhelmed with angels, but you still see your special angels in the room. So you would do a triangle, 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one can go in there wherever you want. It could be on your coffee table, your end table that's in that same room, and that way it pulls it together. So that's one way to do it. Here I have just basics. So one of the things I do too is stacking your photos. A lot of customers come in and they'll have tons of photos of their family members. You don't need that many to get a family scene in your bookcases. Stacking your frames, which is taking a taller frame and a smaller frame and putting them in front of each other. So you still see the picture on the tall frame, you still see the full picture of the bottom frame. It's called layering. You can layer on your bookshelves, and what I like to do is do all the same type. Either, if you're doing a silver, do different types of silver, a thick silver frame, a thin silver frame, a textured silver frame, but all silver frames. So you're doing black frames, you do the same thing. A thin, a solid, a wooden, all black frames. But then again, you do the same theory. So all your frames aren't in the same spot. You would do the triangle. You'd start at the top and work your way down. So if you can imagine putting one here, there, and down. So you're doing a triangle. And if that helps y'all, but this is one of the things that gets your consistency and gets your collectibles still on your bookshelves without making them cluttered looking.
So I'm hearing there a lot of 3s. I know, and I think you mentioned it, but to go over it again, it's a big point. Textures, 3s as well, because like here I'm seeing wood. What else texture-wise are we piecing together?
You're doing a greenery, which is a texture, and then you're doing a smooth, which is the pottery. So working in 3s, it could be 3s of anything. It could be metal, glass, and wood. It could be a fabric and a smooth as a ceramic. You can do textures in lots of different ways, but always work in 3s. You do small to the top, big to the bottom, work in 3s.
Okay. Let's introduce some color now. This looks great. We want to add color, so I'll be your assistant here. Tell me how I can help, and we'll introduce some color to both of these bookshelves.
Okay, so one of the things is a lot of times you're trying to get the picture to go all the way through, meaning you want your color to go all the way through the room to explain why you have a neutral sofa, which is very popular right now. Neutrals are longevity and it goes a long ways, but by adding color, which we're doing to our bookshelves, we're doing to the room, we want to make it flow through the room. So these particular pillows are going to be on our sofa. This rug is under our sofa. The pillow's on our sofa, so it has that icy blue in it. Now we're going to continue by adding icy blue to our bookshelves. And that gets our color. It could be anything. It could be a candle, it could be a doodad, but if you know where I'm placing stuff, you're seeing that I'm adding the color throughout the bookshelf. It's not all stacked up in one area. So that's how you get your color. So we went from a plain bookshelf to color in the bookshelf, which pulls together your rug, your pillows, your artwork on the other side of the room. It's pulling it all together again for you. So that's one way to add what you existing have, adding color to it without adding a big expense.
Got it. Let's add one more color, because I know a lot of you like to add that color. That is your special touch. So I think we have orange to work with here. So I'll just move this out of the way.
And there you go. We're adding orange to, you can do this with anything you have. Say you want to have blue introduced into your room, you want to have green, purple, whatever the color may be. This color is under our sofa, it's on the pillows are on the sofa, but we need this orange on our bookshelves to pull the room together. You can do it in small ways, in simple ways, but what you're doing is you're balancing. You're not having all the orange on one side of the bookshelf. You're explaining why you introduced orange in the room to begin with by pulling it across the room to your bookshelves.
Got it. Great work, by the way. This hopefully simplifies a lot of this for you. So to have fun with it, where else do we find inspiration? Is our family mementos, things like that we'd like to work in?
That's one of the things that a lot of people want to do, is they might have something that is a cherished heirloom. Putting less is best. Do not put a lot of stuff on your bookshelves. You're accenting. I keep stressing that point because a lot of people just pack it full of stuff. So if it's an object that was a cigar box from your grandfather, for example, you would want that showcased in the middle of your bookcases and then build around it. You always want to add something that gives interest in the room, and texture does that. By adding 3 elements of texture, it will also help you get your design.
Great work. Trish, nice job as always. Thanks so much.
Okay, any questions, just holler at us.
Great job by Trish there, helping us accessorize a bookshelf and really doing it with confidence. One other video I want to tell you about, and again, Trish is the star of this one as well. It's called Woodstock Designs, and she pieces together what could be the dining room of your dreams. Check out that video, and thanks for watching this one. We'll see you next time.